morning, everyone, and thank you so much for coming today of this day of celebration. We have a lot of great things to celebrate today, and today is a day of reflection. So before we do get started for today, we'd like to take a moment of silence to honor those who we have lost over the past 2 years during the pandemic and through national tragedies that we've had recently. So if we could just take a moment of silence, please. Thank you. I'll turn it over to our Master of Ceremonies, and that's going to be Mrs. Suchko.
At this time, Jonathan Garris, Matthew Sinka, and Ben Smith will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance and a salute to the flag. Please stand.
Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, boys. At this time, Matthew Nace will read a Clairview's Graduate Reflections.
Good time to all of my ladies, but to your husbands, it's all the time when you think back to our people, our doctors, the Jesuit, Nancy, Mike, Emma, us along the way. We had so much of support from others, artists and others, for good job from this. About all of you, for which thank you, start on soon enough, which that's what I want to say. Join me right now, thank you.
Thank you, Matt. Good morning, and welcome to Clairview School's 2022 graduation. Let's start the phone. I said, I'm Colleen Scottsdale. I am the principal here at Clairview, and I am so honored to preside over our 48th commencement ceremony. As a community, we have been through a lot these last few years. Our graduates have persevered through Zoom, Google Classroom, and shutdowns. Let us not forget how far they have come. We are all pleased to be here today, both physically and virtually. Graduates, as we have watched you all grow and flourish through the years, we have laughed with you, and sometimes we have cried with you. We have taught you and learned from you. As you move into your next chapter of life, remember to look back and note how far you've come. Remember the lessons that you have learned and apply the skills that you've had. All of us here at Clairview have mixed feelings about this event. On one hand, we're delighted to see what your future holds. On the other hand, we're sad to see you move on. Many of us have known these graduates for quite some time, and we hope that you will find what makes you happy and consider coming back to let us know. Yes, Anna. You are now ready to begin the next chapter of your lives. We could not be more excited for you. Today's ceremony recognizes each graduate and all of their achievements. On behalf of the Wolfpack, congratulations. Dr. Conway?
So thank you so much, Mrs. Suchko. So again, a day of celebration, and I want to thank everyone for coming today and welcome you to our very special place known as the Clairview School. I also want to special thanks to our school district representatives who joined us today, as well as we have our board president, Mr. Mike Pekarsik, the intermediate unit board. We want to thank you for attending today. So as we think about a day of reflection, if you think about where we've come, where we're at today, and even better yet, where we're going from here. Truly today is the first day of the rest of your lives, and I know that there are great things ahead for you. I want to be the second to be able to congratulate the class of 2022 on your successes for today. I have the distinct pleasure of introducing our keynote speaker today. Mr. Eric Curry is the current superintendent of the Derry Area School District. And unfortunately, Mr. Curry is also going to be graduating, entering retirement, I believe, July 1st. And so today is a great day of celebration for him. And when we asked him to be our keynote speaker, even before Mrs. Sechko got the question finished, he was like, yes. He was very excited to be able to come in and speak to the graduates. And so it's my pleasure to introduce Mr. Eric Curry, our keynote speaker for today. Mr. Curry?
This is because I'm old. Well, good morning, everyone. As Dr. Conway said, my name is Eric Curry, and I am the proud superintendent of the Derry Area School District. It is truly my honor to be with you this morning, to offer some words to you as we celebrate the accomplishments of these fine students, the class of 2022. I'd like to thank the administration, teachers, support staff, and all the other persons who make Clairview such a special school. Let's give them a round of applause. Parents and guardians, congratulations to each one of you, as your love, support, and devotion to these graduates has brought them to this point. Without you, today would be only a distant dream. So let's give our parents a round of applause. And graduates, congratulations to you. Today, you celebrate the successes each of you has had as students, and today marks the end of this chapter, only to open a new chapter of your lives. In March 2020, none of us expected the impact the pandemic would have on our schools. The quarantines, masks, remote learning, and so many other challenges along the way. And yet, you are here celebrating with us. I applaud each of you for persevering and making it to this monumental day. So let's give our graduates a hand. I'm sure there'll be very many more. I've had the pleasure of presiding over and speaking at many graduation ceremonies, public events, board meetings, etc. 26 graduations to be exact. One thing that I've learned is that no one will remember my address, or perhaps that I was even the keynote speaker today. What I share will not be more important than the celebration of these graduates. And with that said, I've learned that a lengthy address usually creates angst and causes some to tune out. So if you'll indulge me for only a couple of more minutes, I hope that like a good church hymn, my words will keep you on, will help you to focus on the true reason that we gather. 2 weekends ago, I watched my own daughter graduate from West Virginia University. Today is a special day for someone very close to me. My lovely wife turns 50 years old today. Yeah, she's much younger than I. On Sunday, my son Tyler will turn 24 years old, and as Dr. Conway mentioned, on June 30th, 2022, I'll retire after a 26-year career as an administrator, guidance counselor in Pennsylvania's public schools. They're all days. Just days to most, but to me and those close to me, they are very special days. Days that have created memories and will create memories. Days that will be cherished forever. Days that will come and go, and then we, like all humans, will find ourselves looking forward to the next day. Sometimes we will revisit these days, but most will be just cataloged deep in our brains, waiting for something to trigger a quick trip back in time. I remember very little about my high school graduation in 1983, and yes, you can start doing the math if you'd like. I remember very little about my graduation in college, and very little from the many graduations I have presided over. But what do I remember? I remember the people that I've shared those moments with. With every graduation I've presided over in my career, I cannot tell you the theme, the content of the words I shared, but what I do remember are the number of students who made an impact on my life by overcoming great odds to graduate. They, in that moment, are what is special and has made forever a mark on my life. For those of you here today, this is your next day. Throughout the lives of these students, there have been important milestones captured in many special days. Each of you has captured these memories, celebrated those moments, and engraved an unforgettable mark to your memories. I often think about those special days I've experienced, and frankly, they mean literally nothing to anyone but me. They're mine alone. There are days that I shared with some close to me that don't remember the same things that I remember about those particular events. It's funny how we unexplainably can choose what a special memory or day is, and others just quietly fade away. I've come to learn that one thing that makes a special memory is the presence of those you share them with. Today, I implore you to not step away from this ceremony looking forward to the next day. Take time to engrave the accomplishments of these students that you are here to witness to your memory. Celebrate it and recognize all that it means to these students, to you as families, and even to the teachers and staff here today. Making it to this point has required great dedication, tremendous hard work, and most of all, never ceasing love. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Curry. I would like to thank you for taking the time to come and help celebrate this precious day with our graduates and our families. We appreciate it. Next, Mrs. Petrina will present work discovery certificates. Petrina?
Good morning. My name is Mary Petrina, and I appreciate being able to be part of today's graduation ceremony. All of the seniors have worked incredibly hard to get here today, so I feel lucky to watch them as they reach this milestone. As a job coach with the Work Discovery Program, I got the chance to see 3 of these seniors step outside of their classrooms and experience the workforce. They had no idea what they were getting into when we put them on a school bus and took them into a different type of learning environment. Thankfully, they trusted us. It was very exciting to see each one discover a talent they didn't know they had. Or maybe they did know they had it, and we were the ones that were surprised. These students continue to prove to us that they're not putting limitations on what they can do. It is the rest of the world that must catch up with the times and recognize how much they have to offer. So today, I have a small token I would like to present to them, and hopefully it just helps them to remember all the challenges they faced while they were in the Work Discovery Program. And I also want to to let them know that we, the job coaches, learned so much from them, and they continue to inspire us to keep trying when things aren't easy. So on behalf of the Work Discovery Job Coaches, I'm going to walk over to each of the gentlemen, and if they want to give me a hug, I'll take it, and if a high five is better, I'll do that. But I just want to recognize each one at a time. So first is for Jonathan Garris. And the next is for Matthew Reese. And last but not least, Matthew Sinka.
Thank you, Mrs. Katrina. Mr. Nemikoff will now present certificates from the CWCTC graduates, and Mrs. Murtha will read the names.
Good morning. We have a special young man that we'd like to honor this morning for his accomplishments at the CWCTC program. He was enrolled in the auto collision program down there, and while he was in that program, he found a love and a passion for welding. So much so that right now, his family and the school, along with OVR, we are in the process that he is applying for Hiram G. Andrews Technical College for the fall to attend there in their welding program. So we are so very proud of him, and we'd like to honor Alan Seaford.
Thank you. Our parents and families are a very special part of our Wolf Pack. At this time, Dr. Thomas would like to say a few words.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Matt Thomas. I'm the Student Service Director here at the West Northern Intermediate Unit, and it is my pleasure and honor to be with all of you today. I think it goes without saying that no student is successful without the supportive, love, and graciousness of their parents, grandparents, and extended family. And so we'd like to recognize you today for your pride in your children, these young adults, the perseverance that brings you to supporting them in everything that they do throughout their lives, and the promise of the future. And each one of our graduates this year has an incredibly promising future as they transition, in some cases, to the workforce and life beyond Clairview. So we are so happy to have all of you today, and I'd like to ask everyone else in the room to join me in a round of applause for, again, parents, grandparents, and extended family that are joining us today. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Thomas. At this time, the graduates have a little gift for their families. Graduates? Please. At this time, we would like to share a video of our graduates. Please sit back and watch as we appreciate all these graduates have accomplished.
you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos of memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. Something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. This is gonna be the best unwritten, can't read my mind, I'm undefined. I'm just beginning, the pen's in my hand, ending unplanned. Staring at the blank page before you, open up the dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you could not find. Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions, feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins, so rest is still unwritten. Yeah. I break tradition. Sometimes my tries are outside the line. We've been conditioned to not make mistakes, but I can't live that way. Oh. Staring at the blank page before you, open up the dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you cannot find. Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost take.
A very special thank you to Mrs. Mulcahy for such a wonderful job on our video. It's now that time we've all been waiting for. We will now award the diplomas to the Clairview graduates. Mr. Pekarsik from the Westmoreland Intermediate and School Award will help distribute the diplomas. Representing Bell Vernon Area School District, Alan Seifert. Ben Smith. Representing the Derry Area School District, Ethan Dow. Representing Franklin Regional School District, Ethan Scarlett Leitner. Representing Greater Latrobe School District, Marissa Kramer. Lee Piper. Representing Jeanette School District, Jonathan Garris. Representing Kiski Area School District, Hannah Carl. Matt Neese. And last but certainly not least, Matthew Zinka. At this time, Dr. Cookie would like to offer a few closing remarks.
Good morning. It's an incredible privilege to watch students grow into young adults. And after spending 1 or 5 or a dozen years together, we all become family. Graduates, everyone watching this ceremony today is part of your Clairview family. Parents and teachers and friends, every person you've spent time with, we are all rooting for you. And now you have the opportunity to make the world a little bit better. How you do that is up to you. My wish is that your time at Clairview has taught lasting lessons about friendship, kindness, and resilience. Every challenge you face also presents an opportunity. Meet those challenges with a positive attitude and remember that nothing is impossible. Don't say, I can't. Say, I can't yet. Keep your faith in yourself, support the people around you, and you will find your path. Congratulations, class of 2022. Your family believes in you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. McGee. Graduates, please stand. At this time, it gives me great pleasure to introduce to you the Clairview graduating class of 2022. Graduates, please move your passes. I ask graduates to now join me in one last Clairview roll call. 3, 2, 1. Thank you all for coming this morning, sorry. Now will be a good time, Kim.
So thank you everyone for coming today, and please enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.